The moment, but a bit of breaking news to bring you here on the Transfer Show, and it is someone we have mentioned earlier on in the show, the Manchester United forward Antony. We're told now in the past few minutes that Manchester United have now accepted a bid from Real Betis for Antony. It's a permanent transfer. They've given Antony permission to travel. It is now up to both parties, Real Betis and Antony, to agree on personal terms. So Manchester United have accepted a bid from Real Betis for the permanent transfer of Antony. More on that as we get it here on Sky Sports News. OK, let's head to tumultuous start to the season for Manchester United. 1 point from their opening 2 Premier League games, followed by that humiliating exit in the Carabao Cup at the hands of Grimsby Town. Carve, Manchester United have spent £200 million this summer. Brand new front three, Cunha, Mbeumo, Šeško. And yet, we're talking about a club in crisis. How is this happening?
Because it's Manchester United. Everything that happens at Manchester United is box office, it's back page news. I think in the old days on Fleet Street, sports editors used to say, you can never go wrong by filling your pages full of stories about Manchester United. Basically, what's happened is they got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in a game they drew and then they lost on penalties. The goalkeeper made some more mistakes. They played pretty well against Arsenal. I think it's not a crisis at any other club, but it's a crisis because it's Manchester United. Everything that happens at United is either a triumph or a crisis. It's always back page news. And I think Ruben Amorim, he's a very emotional person. He's a very honest person. But maybe he's underestimated how much everything he says and does is under the microscope and is going to get scrutinised and talked about, not just by us, but also on social media. But that's what happens when you're the manager of Manchester United.
Yeah, and a number of players are under the microscope as well, particularly ones that have been linked with a move away from Old Trafford before Monday's deadline. Here's what Ruben Amorim had to say about Kobbie Mainoo today.
I want Kobbie to stay. He needs to fight for his place, and we need Kobbie. So that is not going to change. The rest, I don't know how he's going to finish. I understand that the players that are not playing in this moment are disappointed, but everyone has the same, will have the same opportunity to play. You have to fight during the week.
So Ruben Amorim says Kobbie Mainoo has to fight for his place. He said that he wants to go on loan for the rest of this season to get more game time, Sky. Manchester United say, no, we don't want to do that. We're not going to countenance a loan move at all. If you were in the shoes of Mainoo's representatives, what kind of advice would you be giving him? And is the advice he's been given to make it clear he wants to go on loan the best advice?
Look, the first thing a good representative says to young players is you have to win your battles. If you don't try and win your battles, you're going to go somewhere else. And then if it doesn't work out for you, then you're going to be in the same scenario. I don't know what's going on at Manchester United. What's bloody going on? You know? I mean, why are these young players wanting to leave one of the biggest clubs in the world? For me, there's no excuse. They're one of the biggest clubs in the world. They've got unbelievable funding, incredible infrastructure. Other clubs shouldn't be competing at a higher level than them. And young players shouldn't want to leave a club like Man United. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but for one thing, I think that good young players should have Man United at the top of their list. And just an example of a young player saying, I want to leave, is not good PR. It's not a good image. You know, in my view, Man United should be trying to come.
He's been so brilliant in the Premier League. He's still got plenty to give. I think he's a reliable set of hands. I think the United defenders would much rather have Tom Heaton there than maybe the other two goalkeepers.
Mina, let's start with Rasmus Hojlund, shall we? Because he's wanted by Napoli, and it looks like it could be getting close. But is it going to take a significant investment to get him there?
It is very close, and it is a significant investment, but it's one that Antonio Conte has been so strong about, because obviously he lost Kvaratskhelia and he wasn't adequately replaced, so it caused a little bit of tension at the time with...
Carlos Baleba has got 3 years left on his contract. Brighton have got the option to extend that for a further year. They don't want to sell. They've got no intention of selling. And because of his contract situation, they are under no pressure to sell as well. And I think also the price would be pretty prohibitive to Manchester United, and that would make it an almost impossible deal to do as it stands, because I'm sure we'll talk